Every man wants to be loved, but only a few become a man they fear losing. Most men chase love. Most men chase attention. Most men chase the idea of being chosen. But a dangerous man, a rare man, a man who cannot be replaced, he doesn't chase. He builds himself into someone too valuable to ignore. This video is about that transformation, not the fantasy version, not the Instagram version, but the real psychological shift that turns an ordinary man into a man whose absence hurts more than his presence. Let's begin. 1. The world respects value, not feelings. People don't fear losing a man because he loves deeply. They fear losing a man because he brings something no one else can offer. When you stop living for approval, when you stop begging for validation, when you stop trying to be liked, you start becoming someone they pay attention to. Why? Because neediness kills attraction. Independence creates respect. Self-respect creates power. Ask yourself, if I disappeared today, would anything in their life change? If the answer is no, then it's time to become the man whose presence changes the room. 2. Emotional control is your greatest weapon. A man who cannot control his emotions will be controlled by them. The reason people fear losing emotionally stable men is because such men are rare. A man who doesn't overreact. A man who doesn't beg. A man who doesn't crumble under stress. A man who stays calm when others break. He becomes magnetic. Psychology calls this emotional dominance. You're not louder. You're not aggressive. You're not unstable. You're simply unshaken. And in a chaotic world, that kind of stability is priceless. 3. Become unpredictable in the right way. Predictability kills attraction. Not the good kind. The kind where they know exactly how you'll react. Where they can predict your patterns. Where they know you'll always be available. People don't fear losing the man who's always there. They fear losing the man who has a life beyond them. This doesn't mean being toxic. It means having a mission, a schedule, a purpose, a direction they can't distract you from. When your time is valuable, you become valuable. 4. Self-improvement is not an option. It's a responsibility. A man they fear losing is a man who is constantly upgrading. Not for women, not for society, but for himself. Your body is your armor. Your skills are your weapons. Your mind is your fortress. Every workout, every book you read, every hour you spend building instead of scrolling, it all adds to your value. And when your value rises, people feel it. They sense it. They respect it. They fear losing it. Because you're no longer the man who needs them. You're the man they need. 5. The power of walking away first. Here's a psychological truth. Most men don't want to accept. The person who can walk away first is the one who holds the real power. Not because you're cold. Not because you don't care. But because you refuse to tolerate disrespect. When you know your worth, you don't beg for love. You choose where to give it. Walking away is not an ending. It's a message. It says, I don't chase what doesn't value me. I don't stay where I'm not respected. I don't shrink myself to fit your expectations. And suddenly, they realize your value. People always understand your worth when they lose access to it. 6. Build a life that doesn't revolve around them. A dangerous man. A man they fear losing. A man who cannot be replaced. He has a life so full that losing him feels like losing an entire world. Your hobbies, your business, your ambitions, your fitness, your growth, your solitude, your discipline, all of these create identity. When your life is bigger than them, you become a challenge, not a servant. And psychologically, humans chase what challenges them. 7. Silence is more powerful than arguments. A man who argues is emotional. A man who stays silent is mysterious. When you respond to disrespect with silence, when you walk away instead of exploding, when you don't play their emotional games, you create uncertainty. And uncertainty is what makes people fear losing you, because they can't read you. They can't predict you. They can't manipulate you. Silence is a power move. Use it. 8. Build a circle that forces you to level up. If you want to become irreplaceable, surround yourself with people who make you better. Not yes men, not clingy friends, not negative influencers. People who challenge you, people who call you out, people who expect you to grow. Your environment decides your standards. Your standards decide your results. A man with strong standards naturally becomes a man they fear losing. 9. Purpose over pleasure. Weak men chase pleasure. Strong men chase purpose. The man they fear losing is not the man who wastes time. He's the man who invests it. He knows that discipline creates confidence, and confidence creates power. Your purpose should scare you. Your goals should stretch you. Your vision should force you to evolve. When you are driven, focused, and hungry, you become magnetic. People admire men with direction. They fear losing men with purpose. 10. The final evolution. Become the man you fear losing. In the end, it's not about becoming the man they fear losing. It's about becoming the man you fear losing. A man who stayed true to his values. A man who built his mind. A man who controlled his emotions. A man who walked away from anything that made him weaker. A man who kept growing even when no one was watching. Become that man. Because when you transform into a man you admire, everyone else will feel it. And trust me, they will fear losing you.